Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. That's not what he had in mind, and they'll give up good field position as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Let's go. Break. Double.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. Got it set up on the outside. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. The Gators want to crank the tempo.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Here's a heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to throw again. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. They'll run this play from the pistol. Third down, they got to get it to Neptune. He'll have to launch a rocket. Pulls it in. All kinds of room to the right. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Florida. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation and time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looking for the two-point try. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Pauly. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Not much there. They'll give him one to the 14.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Making side adjustments here. Wants to fire on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Dropping back, it's Carr. He's going to run it. Ball's out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around. He's going to make plays. And when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering? A great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
They've got the screen set up. Got some space. Never gives anyone a clean shot at him. He's down to the 34. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looking to push the pace with the no-huddle. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
The give to the tailback. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on second down. Moves around to clear up the vision. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And I would say they got him exactly where they didn't want him as a defense. All that speed, he gets outside the pocket, rolling to his right. You think he's going to take off. How about he tries to throw the football, can't fit it in there, throws the incompletion. The defense was scared for a second there.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They've already converted a 4th down here in the first quarter, and they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Man, sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Makes it past the marker. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Carr. Catch in the middle, it's Fields. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
This crowd, unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down. To the ground with the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. On the move, it's Bob. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the 2nd half on defense? That's the question.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. To the air, it's Carr. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Irish send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. They boot it away on 4th down. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's a an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves over.
Used to play fake, now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Back to pass on second down. With the catch, it's Ball. At the 40, there he goes. To running room. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gator.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. From the gun, the running back has it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
You're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
And here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Carr. On the run, still looking. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that could really make the quarterback's life difficult. You gotta put pressure on the quarterback. You gotta affect him. Really nice job on this play.
He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He shanked it. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Leaves it with the back. Tough sledding there as he picks up one to the 29.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
He's going to wide open spaces.
And he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. But I'm playing defensive, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the air. But now, nice job dropping back, trying to force the ball down the field, but does a really smart thing. Just kind of tucks it, takes off, and gets the first down. This guy's showing you a little bit of everything today.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
And they can't make the connection. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Looking to scramble. It's caught. Touchdown, Florida! A great catch and run for 6.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Steps away to find some room. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Pauling. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll start this drive with a pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. Still on his feet at the 25. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. On the run, it's Lott. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The play action fake. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Release to the back. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Watching this DB on film, I just love his ability to break on the ball. And I think he was anticipating on 3rd and long that time, the offense throwing it right around the sticks. So he was able to drive on the football and secure that interception.
They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quarterback moving. He's going to fire to the left. Complete downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Now improvising. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gator! A Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all, just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
He'll bring it out. It's Price. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking for room. It's Lott. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The offense changing the play. Back to pass. It's Carr. Under fire. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
And we are official.
We always look forward to games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoffs. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Gamecocks will boot it away to start the game. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by... unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Turning it on. He's loose. He's at the 40. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Might as well give it to him again. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Finds his big tight end. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there in that touchdown catch.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
How about that? You get the ball first, the opening drive, and you take the ball right down the field. You said, forget extra points. I'm going to go for 2. So the only thing so far that's gone wrong for you is you failed.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver. They were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback making adjustments. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard them.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Trying to get behind the defense. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
This defense knew coming in the offense was going to try to test them. They were going to try to take some shots vertically down the field. Defense was ready for that one.
Hunt is in the air. He's got it. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. He'll start this drive going to the air. Going deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. This noise, this crowd, and you can feel the jolt of energy going through the Buckeyes.
Well, everybody loves 5-yard runs, Reese, but come on, let's get real. When you're chucking the ball down the field and you got great quarterback play and wide receivers out wide that are making plays, fans go nuts, and the Horseshoe is one of the loudest places in all of college football.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught over the middle. It's Jones. Stop is made at the 8, but it'll be enough to set up a 1st and goal.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm letting this guy keep chucking it down here close to the goal line.
They just keep firing. Score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Just makes it look so easy. Impressive run.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly, and the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No.
Here comes the 2-point try. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Moves away as he feels pressure. Intercepted to stop the threat.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time he just tried to force it into a tiny window. Ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Give to the running back. Finds a little bit of room, picks up 4 out to the 13.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They'll give it to the back. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Toss sweep to the left. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a fourth down. What a play by this defensive front.
Well, you saw the speed on defense on that play. It's third and short. They're trying to go toss, but the defense's ability to go east-west and really scrape down the line of scrimmage, get to the ball carrier for a tackle for loss, now setting up fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll go to the toss. Fights off the defender. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Wants to throw. It's Sellers. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They think they can create space here with the run to the right. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The kick is on its way. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Took a shot as he threw.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
Got out of trouble and throws. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He just threw it away on 4th down. I get not wanting to have the turnover, but I think he'd want to keep that one alive a little longer.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. They'll move the tight end. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. To throw, it's Sellers. Using his legs to buy some time. At midfield, he's got room. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll blow it down. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
And nice job by this defense. I like it, being alert, like understanding. We've already seen the QB run. Like, we're not surprised by this. Drop back, play the pass, have a plan when he takes off and when he scrambles to go get that sucker on the ground.
Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Return takes it down to the 27-yard line as this defense is hungry for turnover.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Looking downfield on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. And the defense got him at the 27.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
Back to pass, it's Sayin. The throw. Finds the tight end. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. The Buckeyes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator because on third down, you throw a bunch of wide receivers out there. Everybody on defense thinks you're going to be throwing the football. Instead, you hand it off to your running back, and he shows great vision. He knows where the sticks are, picks up the first down. And this offense, they've got some momentum going.
He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. And the Buckeyes are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the tight end. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got the tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Pressure coming. Got rid of it just in time.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he could do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
To the air, it's Sayin. Might be looking to run. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets rid of it. Touchdown, Ohio State! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Coming out with it, it's Williams. He's got a lot of confidence to bring that ball out of the end zone, but it didn't work out this time, out of bounds at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Looking for a deep man. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
He might want another play. Gives it on the option. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Makes the catch. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And the returner will be brought down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air on first down. Steps away. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Going to try to get it himself. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He's knocked out of bounds, a loss on the play, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Sayin. Still looking, on the move. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quickly complete. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Scrambling away. And it'll be a short game, and no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Now on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Got it behind the line. It's Peoples. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that 1st down.
Absolute shame. Missed it. And after the miss, fellas, still sitting on an 18-point lead.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Rides the back on the option, the give. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Escapes the sack. He'll pull it down and run. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down, and now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Might be changing the route. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. The delay of game pushes the offense back.
Okay, ready?
Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Quarterback extends the play. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires on the move. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
No good. Well, the field goal didn't quite make it through, but still an 18-point game.
And they trusted him. Even after that last miss, they trusted him again to make it, and he misses again. I don't know how much more trust they'll have in him. Good weather, not a long kick, second miss of the day. We might not see him again.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Clock winding towards zero. They'll get one more snap off. He wants to change this route. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
It's a reverse. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the third quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put him in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
Off the play fake. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the third quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time, the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
On third down, he drops the throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, this defense has been dominating their opponent all game long. And I think you're really seeing the fruits of their labor on the recruiting trail. They have got some dudes up front, out of high school, in the portal, and those guys are just wreaking havoc on this offensive line.
And the returner will be brought down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Buys a little time with his feet. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, he's got a chance. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds.
Well, the sack on the last play obviously put them behind the chains. He's doing everything he can on this scramble to try and go and get the first down, but got to give the defense tons of credit. Not only do you get the sack the previous play, but you're able to chase down a pretty athletic guy and now set up fourth.
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. The lone back's got it. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. It's reverse. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
It'd be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Now the play fake. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Man, this defense is feasting. You can tell. They know they got the lead, and they know they have to pass. So they're pinning their ears back. They're bringing pressure. This offense, they have to do a better job, man. You got to protect your QB. Give him some time if you want to get back in this ballgame.
Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Sayed. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They want to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly out to the tight end. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself when the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
And the Buckeyes are in the hurry-up.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick them up and put them down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
He'll throw it. Finds his tight end. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Dropping back, it's Sayed. Got the back over the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Trying play action. Keeps looking downfield. Zings it complete to the right. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the pummeling has started.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. From the gun, looking for a man. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. They marched 78 yards down the field, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd crowd is buzzing after that last score. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll try the right side. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
26, South Carolina, 0.
And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Quick strike complete. Stumbled to the ground.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Off play action. Oh, they're after him. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
He's brought down.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
It'll be third and long. Might be calling a hot route. On third down, going up top. He slings it deep to the left. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
I know as a coaching staff, you're always trying to find positives that you can build on, and it's nice to see your team continues to fight. It has been a slog up to this point. No points until finally breaking through here in the fourth quarter. And they're going to go back and watch the film, and they're going to see what worked on this drive and maybe try to build on that the next time out.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them.
Got it. Green 25.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Bringing the heat. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Looking to buy time. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
Let's go.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage. Great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Flushed out of the pocket. And he just threw it away on 4th down, and they'll turn it over. A deep interception would have been better than that.
Well, the defense is smelling blood in the water. As soon as they saw this offense decide to go for it in that area of the field, they were like, okay, you're going to gift us the football. We'll go ahead. We'll take over. Thanks. We'll make a play.
Touchdown, South Carolina. Fit it in the window for the score.
And that was a play call the coordinator had in his back pocket. He was hoping his defense would get the stop on 4th down. They did. There was no question. He was telling his quarterback, if we take the field, we're taking a shot. You know who you're throwing it to. What a great job of having a shot play ready to go, and it pays off.
South Carolina, 14.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the air, it's Sayin. Lofts one high and deep. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Quick completion on the out. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
And he'll just get rid of that one. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He's going to fire deep. He's got it inside the 30. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. He wants to throw it again. Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Now will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Pocket breaking down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
He'll take a shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Fires to the wideout. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. It feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and They've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They run the reverse. Outstanding work by this defense, reading their keys, staying at home, and knocking him down for a loss. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And the Gamecocks are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Oh, it's a reverse. There he goes. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And how easy was that? There's so much speed on the field in college football, and you get me lined up and I'm trying to play coverage, and then all of a sudden that guy flies across the formation, and now everybody on the defense has to adjust. They didn't adjust quick enough, and he easily picks up a good chunk of yards. The offense has really got good game plans to get guys the ball in space.
To the air, it's Sellers. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's second and long. Quarterback making checks. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Gamecocks will have it first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man, it's Brown. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Takes it the other way. He's at the 30. The 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Back to throw, it's Sayin. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harbor. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking downfield on first down. Setting up the screen. Finds some fresh air. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And the Gamecocks come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Here's a throw downfield late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. 45 seconds left to go, and the whole thing pretty much comes down to this onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
Everything going their way right now. Last drive they score, special teams goes out, they execute the onside kick. You need a touchdown now. Can your offense deliver for you here late in the game?
Making side adjustments here. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense comes out for what almost certainly will be its final drive late in the fourth quarter. Running back searching for a hole. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitz. That's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll go to the air on third and short. Grab near the marker. It's Peoples. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Timeout call by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
Yeah, and this is great offense. You want to finish it. You want to finish the drill with your offense on the field and that clock ticking. Nice job converting on third down and basically salting this game away.
Black 24. Black 24. Lasso.
Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Great job to get down with the slide after getting everything you could. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. They're dealing with a second and long.
29 Philly. 29 Philly.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Right on the money. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Don't think that one made it 10 yards before they got the eager paws on top of it, and the flags will fly. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking to throw on first down. Sends it downfield. Makes the grab on the left side. They're able to make the stop, and this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Come on, set. Charcoal! Charcoal! Here we go, set! Cooler! Ready! Brass! Ready, go! Flag! There go. Drum! Drum! Set up! Drum! Ready, set! Offset! Wait! Trick 9, beat! Trick 9, go! Ready, ready! Charcoal! Set up! go! Let's go! Come on, Seth! Got it? Okay, ready? Hunt. Fly, trumpet! Quad! Trail! Trail! Hey, camper! 180! Seth! Military stun! To the line! To the line! To the line! Dance! '22 water! Quad! Ready! On set! Here we go, set! Ready! Ready, ready! Ready, go! Here we go, here we go! Ready up! Direction! Banner! Let go! Down! Get on! Here we go, here we go! Four! Let go! That high! Hey, flyer! Yeah. Flag! 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 Dad, ready! Ready! Okay, ready! Ready! Form! Hold on! Here we go! Stick! Front! 180! Ready! Up, Banner! 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 Let go!
Well played. Well played.
Set, ready!
Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee. Today, Nissan Stadium as these two teams square off for a chance to be the champion of the Music City Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
The Gamecocks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Rides the back and leaves it. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Makes the catch. And the Gamecocks need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. How about that sweet footwork along the sideline? It is a catch. The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They kick it away on 4th down. So Oklahoma's offense will go to work for the first time today. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not